welcome to Local Matters. My name is Vicki Evans. There are many ways we can all support our community, and one of the most overlooked, perhaps, is shopping locally. Well, we're going to learn about Local First Arizona, and we're going to do that as we welcome Karen Uhlig. Karen, thank you for being here. And Karen is the Vice Mayor, City of Tucson, and she represents Ward 3. And we welcome Lisette DeMars. We may recommend you too, Lisette. And Lisette is the Tucson Membership Coordinator with Local First Arizona. And obviously, last but not least, is Guillermo Bill Quiroga, and he is the Rural Entrepreneur Initiative McGuire Center for Entrepreneurship with the University of Arizona, and Bill is the director of all that. So thank you all for being here.
You bet.
Karen, Ward 3 is known for a lot of great shopping. There's a lot of eclectic, am I saying that right? Eclectic shops and opportunities. But talk about what it has to offer and kind of where it's located.
Sure. I mean, Ward 3 is home to some of the key small business and locally owned business corridors. Of course, Campbell Avenue is a real magnet for the community for shopping. There are great locally owned restaurants and a number of stores that are locally owned that are doing really well, and it just points to the fact that these clusters of small businesses and locally owned businesses are so important and so unique to Tucson. We have the furniture corridor along Fort Lowell, where a number of local design stores and furniture stores have sort of organically created a furniture corridor, and the Oracle corridor is increasingly home to locally owned establishments.
So let's take a look. We've got, we took a camera, and one of the things we saw on Oracle is College Place. So let's talk about that. Tell us what happened there, and why this got developed and why it's such a good thing.
Well, the Oracle corridor is so unique. It's a historic area. It has some wonderful older hotels and motels, and also some businesses that are along the entire length of Oracle corridor.
So this was a motel, correct? College Place?
It was, and has some great history associated with it. It's been converted now to student housing, which is great for both Pima Community College and the U of A.
Oh.
And they also have a small market and bagel store now in their location, which is serving residents of the Tucson House nearby and others in the area. So it's really a beautiful project, and it's a good example of some of the other things that are popping up. There's, if I could mention very briefly, La Siesta Hotel, which is across the street, which is also historic, is now a boutique hotel, and many of their patrons are European tourists. So there's a lot happening along Oracle corridor. I'm really excited about it.
And if in my history, I haven't been here, I'm not a native, but that Oracle corridor for what, 15, 20, 30, 25 years, slowly was just kind of doing this.
Yeah.
You know, before, I think the interstate, it was the main drag into Tucson, the most vibrant, hotel resort area.
It's still the northern gateway, and we can't forget that it's the northern gateway to downtown, as is Stone Avenue, and that lots of people pour down that corridor in their cars and are potential economic participants in the area. So we're really trying to drive that home.
All right. And Lisette, then, so talk about Local First Arizona. You know, Karen set us up with what we've got, you know, in our community now, you know, what we're working for. So how does Local First Arizona, first tell us what it is.
It's a nonprofit coalition of local businesses, and it was originally started about 5 years ago up in Phoenix, and I heard about it through the business that I run and wanted to start getting things moving down here in Tucson. I feel like Tucson's a really unique city, and it's got so many local businesses and so many unique opportunities down here that I was surprised we didn't have an organization of this type already down here. So we currently have about somewhere between 70 and 80 members here in Tucson, and our main goal is to educate consumers about the benefits of shopping local and supporting their community. And we've been working with the Ward 3 office to sort of make some of those things happen in these areas, Campbell Avenue, the Oracle Road region and all over Tucson.
Right. So, Karen, what has Mayor and Council, or what is Mayor and Council doing to help support, local First Arizona and this drive to open our eyes to consider shopping locally?
Well, I'm sure we'll talk more about Buy Local Day. The Mayor and Council is proclaiming the day after Thanksgiving Buy Local Day, and Lizette, I think, and Bill probably very eloquently can speak to the benefits of spending our dollars with locally owned businesses, and so that's one thing. Mayor and Council also, and really I have to say our procurement department is a nationally award-winning procurement department. 70% of the dollars that run through our procurement department are spent with local vendors. Wow. And of course there's a goal to even increase that further. And we're part of a co-op of 80 different government entities that buy. So this even not only in Arizona but across the country. So it helps to drive purchasing to some of these local vendors. So we're really proud of that, and would of course like to see that
right.
increase even further.
So Bill, Karen mentioned Buy Local, which is the day after Thanksgiving. What is this about? The Buy Local event, and why is that day after Thanksgiving so important? Although I do know the answer to that one, right? It's the largest shopping day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Correct, and also buying local obviously is to create awareness to the possibilities of what sustainability of businesses is about, sustaining businesses in Tucson, the small business especially. It's an economic return that's hasn't been measured, but is important to creating the economy of the future. So that's basically it's more of an awareness, eye-opening.
Right. Well, you're a small business. You're a business owner yourself, correct?
Correct. Yes.
But you're right. But your daytime job is as the director of the Rural Entrepreneurship Initiatives and McGuire Center for Entrepreneurship with the University of Arizona. How does that relate to the local First Arizona and perhaps your work with Lisette?
Well, first of all, I wear several hats. One of them is the director of the Rural Entrepreneurship Initiative, and also a business owner, local business owner here in Tucson, and as well as a member of the Oracle Area Revitalization Steering Committee, representing the San Ignacio Yaqui Council of Old Pascua. All these together brings me to the university to promote rural entrepreneurship initiatives, which is basically promoting entrepreneurship principles in the rural areas, and that includes Pima County, Santa Cruz County, Yuma County, and Cochise County, and bringing those initiatives from K-12 to the college levels and entrepreneurship, emerging and successful entrepreneurs. We are teaching entrepreneurship principles to people so that they can identify the opportunities and act on those opportunities, as well as creating a new culture that would build the workforce in this area.
Right, right.